Hi y'all. I sit here tonight wondering, where are the people in the public arena with courage, the likes of what was exhibited by Nelson Mandela, a man who was jailed for about 25 years because he had an earnest desire and unquenchable thirst and hunger for justice and equality for his people. He had more than one opportunity to be released prematurely if he would have made some concessions. But he said, no, I stand here firmly and solidly on solid ground. Yes, for my beliefs and for the aid of my people. So he stayed on. He lingered in prison. A man jailed strictly on principle. And the courage that he demonstrated, that he would not bow to the dictates of the status quo. Yes, where are the people who stood against a system like Muhammad Ali, who refused to serve in the military? He told the people, he said, none of those folks over there in Asia ever called me nigger. My enemies are right here on American soil, is what he said in essence. Why should I go there and fight them when you right here in my country are fighting me, a black man who wants the same rights as you have? Yes, he faced 5 years in jail for a felony. The felony was that he would not serve for the enemy on American soil, because at that time, that's pretty much the sum of the matter. So yes, he risked his career. He was stripped of its title. He had his license removed, his belt taken from him. But he stood. Yes, he stood for his convictions. Firmly, steadfastly, he would not move from that solid ground. And the Supreme Court, it went all the way to the U.S. United States Supreme Court, and they dismissed the matter, restored him, yes, his license, and he went on to become heavyweight champion of the world once again. And he left here, this planet Earth, yes he did, a man of courage, a man who was admired worldwide. Globally he was admired for his skills in the ring, yes, but for being a man of character, a man of conviction, a man of courage. I ask you, where are such people in the public eye today? Where are the people who have the courage of like the Rambo character? Rambo said, fuck the status quo. And he pretty much, as a solitary man, kicked serious ass. Yes, he did. And he was strong in heart. Yes, he had a pulse of conviction, and he stood his ground. He did not relinquish his hold. And yes, he suffered, but he endured until the end. So I don't know who I'm saying this to, but I say to you today, to whom it concerns, stand. Refuse to bow, not any knees, not one knee, not two knees. Don't bow to the status quo. Don't yield to a system that is not in order. Don't go along to get along. Go with the flow if the flow is going in an orderly manner. Be ready, prepared to go against the grain, because a lot of the grain ain't flowing thoroughly. What are you going to be? An ass or a thoroughbred? Yes, stand. And keep standing. And stand until you get what you came for. Don't give up. Don't give in. And if you're invited to a table that's serving you crumbs, refuse the invitation. It is time for change. It is time for valor to make more appearances. It is time for you to create new realities. It is time for you to dance to the rhythm in alignment with universal movements. It is time for you to find your own signature style drum beat. And the beat goes on. It is time not to fold, not to surrender to the dictates of what is going contrary to what is solid and valiant and triumphant and victorious. It is time to make an impact from wherever you are placed. I don't give a damn if you're in a basement or a penthouse. You can make a difference. You can make a contribution. It doesn't always have to be economic. Contribute your soul fire, your passion, your skills, your talents, your persona. It should be a situation. It should be situations when you enter a room, they know you are there. And when you leave, they know you're gone. Make a difference on levels that transcend. Above all, ascend. I ascend. You ascend. We ascend. And we won't stop. No, we won't stop. We will continue because we are conquerors. And we won't faint. And we won't relinquish our holds. We won't retreat. We're going steadily forward. We don't have to be indignant. We can keep our dignity. Know thyself. Love thyself. Respect thyself. Understand wisdom. Understand how to obtain more knowledge. Understand how to fight without hatred for people, but hatred for the injustices that exist. Learn how to be a skilled warrior with love in the equation, because without love in the equation, we cannot be balanced. There's a time for war. There's a time for love. Yes, Mars is the war planet. Venus is the love planet. And they both serve meaningful, in-depth purposes. Comprehend how to make your impact individually and collectively. Come together and unite to subscribe to the subscription of universal alignment. Thank y'all for listening. Bye now. And be not afraid. Forge ahead, plow on, press on. And yes, sometimes we get weary. But refuel and reactivate and create and build universally what is best for all, the best you know how. And no, we cannot save the world, but we can sure make a difference in our own special ways. Bye now.